It's the Mother's Day episode! This episode we talk about what moms can do in the theme parks. So grab your kids, or ditch your kids, and let's go! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Parkgoers Go, your go-to podcast for all things theme parks. And today's a special day.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you, because today's episode is dedicated to mothers everywhere. Yes! This is the Mother's Day episode. Yay!
Yes! Big fans. Big fans.
And today, in addition to this being a Mother's Day episode, why listen to three men talk about what it's like to be a mother in the theme parks when we have one right here? It's my beautiful wife, Shannon. She's going to be here to join us in talking about what it's like to be a mother in the theme park firsthand. So that's a lot of fun.
Whoa.
But before we wrangle her in, let's do some introductions. I'm your host, Dustin.
I'm Logan.
And I'm Nate.
All right. And then we also have a special guest, Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I'm glad you included me and not kill me off like all the Disney movies.
No, historically, yes. But anyways, like I said, today's a very special episode where it's the Mother's Day episode. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, what it's like to be a mother in the parks, and some pointers and advice that we can give to all those mothers who, want to go to theme parks. And the main topics we're going to be covering are rides and attractions that are pregnancy safe and baby safe. Some services that the theme parks offer for those with infants or babies. And then also where mommies can take breaks, or, how they can take breaks. A little bit of a insight from Shannon.
From a mother. And still how to have fun in the theme parks. So let's hop right into it. Actually, let's start off with talking a little bit to the resident mother of the podcast, Shannon. So, Shannon, tell us, give us a little bit of insight. What's it like being a mother at a theme park?
So being a mother in the theme park is trying to get too much accomplished in one visit. Dustin and I have taken our son to 3 theme parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Busch Gardens in Tampa. It's different than if we would go with ourselves because you can't really get everything you want to get done. There's a lot more that you're focusing on just your kids.
Specifically, you mean like feeding schedule, sleeping schedule?
Yeah, feeding, sleeping, making sure that you have food and snacks and changing the baby and all that. There's just a lot of extra steps.
There is, and there's already a lot of steps when you're at Disney, am I right? Am I right, you guys? A lot of walking? They get it.
But the upsides are you get to see their cute little faces, and they're so excited to see their favorite characters, and to see the shows and the rides and things that aren't something you do on a regular basis.
Yeah, you get to see the parks through a new lens.
A baby's lens.
But anyways, let's hop into rides and attractions that are safe for those who are pregnant.
Actually, we won't be doing any hopping because that's a big risk.
Well, already starting off strong.
And aggressive.
Yeah, that was really aggressive.
It's important. No, I did do my research, and I even looked up why these rides are not safe, and actually the answer is pretty obvious. It's bumpy. It's the consensus I've got. In general, most of the rides that are unsafe are any rides that have like sudden drops, increased acceleration, any sort of force, bumpiness, the fun stuff. So what you're left with is not super exciting, but it's still fun. I'll start with Universal because they're pretty easy. At Islands of Adventure in Universal Orlando, you have 3 rides. You have the Carousel, the One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and the Hogwarts Express to Hogsmeade. Hogwarts Express from Hogsmeade. At Universal Studios Florida, you have 6 attractions. You got the Animal Actors on Location, the King and Kodos Twirl and Hall, the Blue Bother Show, the Hogwarts Express from King Cross Station, Universal Orlando's Horror Makeup Show, the Bowen Stuntacular Show, and the new Illuminations Villains Con Minion Blast. At Universal Epic Universe, you have 7 attractions. You got the Astronomica, Constellation Carousel at Celestial Park. In Isles of Bark, you have the Fire Drill, the Untrainable Dragon Show, and the Viking Training Camp. And at Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic, you have the Le Cirque Arcanus Show, Fantastic Beasts Show. At Universal Studios Hollywood, you have 4 attractions. The Incredible Waterworld Stunt Show, the Silly Swirlies, the Dino Play, and the Super Silly Funland. Moving on to Walt Disney World Resort, at Magic Kingdom, you have a big 27 attractions that you can enjoy, which is the highest on our list. You got the Walt Disney World Railroad, Swiss Family Treehouse, Magic Carpets of Aladdin, Enchanted Tiki Room, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Tom Sawyer's Island, Country Bear Jamboree, Hall of Presidents, Liberty Square Riverboat, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Mickey's PhilharMagic 3D Movie, Enchanted Tales of Belle, Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid, Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Dumbo, The Flying Elephant, Astro Orbiter, Tomorrowland's Transit Authority People Mover, Walt Disney's Carousel Progress, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, and the Teacups, along with any parades and shows and live entertainment. At Disney's Epcot, we have a total of 21 attractions, which is the second highest on our list. We have the Advanced Training Lab area of Mission Space, not Mission Space itself. We have the Awesome Planet 10-minute film in the Land Pavilion, Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along, The American Adventure, Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, Frozen Ever After, Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros, any of the nighttime spectacular that's going on, Impressions de France, the movie in France, Journey into Imagination with Figment, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, Living with the Land, Oh Canada, Reflections of China, both their respective theater shows in Canada and China, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Soarin', The Seas with Nemo and Friends, Spaceship Earth, Turtle Talk with Crush, and of course, all that World Showcase has to offer in terms of galleries and exhibits and live entertainment. At Disney's Hollywood Studios, we have a total of 10 attractions that are safe. We have Alien Swirling Saucers at your own risk, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, Disney Junior live on stage, the Indiana Jones Epic Stuntacular, Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, Muppet Vision 3D while it's still there, Toy Story Midway Mania, The Little Mermaid Musical Adventure, as well as the upcoming Disney's Villain Show, the Walt Disney Presents Gallery exhibit, and Fantasmic. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, we have a number of 10 attractions, and that would be any of the animal viewing trails, the animation experience at Conservation Station, Festival of the Lion King, Feathered Friends in Flight, the boat show, Finding Nemo the Musical, the upcoming Zootopia show, Navi River Journey in Pandora, the train ride to Rafiki's Planet Watch, the Conservation Station, and of course any of the live entertainment that they have in the park that day is always safe and fun to enjoy.
All right, so that was a great, very comprehensive list of all those rides and attractions that women who are pregnant are able to enjoy. Now, when it comes to children and things that are baby safe, Logan, a lot of those, if not all of them, would be okay for babies too, correct?
If it is safe for the baby in your belly, it'll be safe for the baby outside of your belly for the most part. The other kind of golden rule is that anything that does not have a height requirement should be safe for you and your little one. For other ones, or let's say you want to get on a ride and your little one is unable to, A lot of actually in Disney and Universal both offer rider swap that you can take advantage of just so everybody is able to enjoy that experience. Other things to note, just to be mindful, there are a lot of rides that are super loud. So consider like your child's ear protection if you need to bring any of those, just because, yeah, rides are loud.
Just piggybacking off of what Logan said, if you want to do child swap at Disney, what you do is you go to the front of the line, tell them that you would like to do child swap, and then they will give you something in the form of a fast pass. So you wait in line normally, and then once you get to the end and go to ride again, then you kind of skip the standby line and go into the fast pass line. Whereas Universal is more equipped for this, and most of the rides have separate rooms right where you enter onto the ride vehicle.
Yeah.
So whether it's Disney, Universal, or any other theme park, just before you get onto the ride, let the employee know at the entrance that you would like to do child swap, and then they'll walk you through whatever policy they have.
Is that how rider swap walked?
Yeah, it depends like, if you just have one person.
I thought it was like so that you can ride it with your kid, like if you had like a second child.
That is, so there is.
It's great
like
for the kids.
It's a good opportunity to be like you can really get a kid to ride it twice.
Yeah.
Because you'll be able to, like, if they just rode it and then you can switch out, like parent switches out, takes both kids again, or whatever, like takes whoever again. Pretty cool. Great deal for the kids.
Now that you mentioned it, that is a great segue into the next part, which is services that are in the parks, specifically for babies and pregnant women. So let's hop on into it. In the Disney parks, each theme park has a baby care center.
Woo!
But the baby care centers have changing tables. They typically have a little area with a little TV where your kids can relax. They have nursing rooms and also a little area where you can buy necessities like bottles, diapers, some baby
food, wipes,
right?
Some feminine products.
Yeah, at Magic Kingdom, it is to the left of the hub. If you're walking down Main Street, it's right between Crystal Palace and the Emporium, next to the bathrooms and the first aid station place.
Could have just said it was next to Casey's.
Yeah, that too. In Animal Kingdom, I believe it's next to Pete Safari. So if you're walking straight toward the Tree of Life, you're going to make a left, and you'll find it down on that side. Once again, I think right next to the first aid station. In Epcot, it's going to be next to the Odyssey, which is like if you're walking into the World Showcase, it's going to be on the left between Mexico Pavilion and Test Track. And then in Hollywood Studios, it's actually in the guest relations. So once you enter into the park, you're going to look right to the left, and it's going to be before you hit any of the stores. It's just inside the guest relations. It's a lot smaller. Over in Disneyland, it's going to be at the end of Main Street to the right next to, I believe it's the Christmas store, and then is it the Plaza Inn?
It's the Plaza Inn restaurant.
Yeah, if you see the corn dog stand, then you're in the right direction. And then in DCA, it's all the way in the back between San Francisco and Cars Land, across from the bakery tour. In Universal Parks, they have family care centers. In Universal Studios Hollywood, it's located in the upper lot between the entrances of the Animation Studio store and Waterworld. The amenities include a nursing and bottle warming facility, a family restroom, quiet rooms for anybody who needs low stimulation environments, and also an Essentials Emporium vending machine, which I'm guessing, you can vend like bottles or some snacks for kids. I don't know. Diapers maybe?
Machine.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing. We've never been to it, so I'm guessing it's in lieu of a store. You're able to do that.
So in lieu of a manned cast member.
Correct.
Team member,
yeah. I guess they just have this one thing. There's also diaper changing stations available in all the restrooms, but I feel like that's fairly common in most theme parks. So it looks like a lot of these family stations in Florida, though, are located in the first aid station. In Universal Studios Orlando, it looks like
it's in the first aid station at the Family Services. Universal Islands of Adventure, it's in the first aid station located in Guest Relations at the park entrance. Volcano Bay is located at the park entrance at the first aid station. But at Epic Universe, it looks like there will be a family care center located adjacent to the Harry Potter world. Once again, if you have any questions, ask a team member or a cast member, any of the park employees, and I'm sure they'll help point you out in the right direction.
Or use the app, because it's also listed on there.
All right, so that's about it for services. So let's switch gears, all right? You're in the park. It's really hot, waiting in line after line all day. And we all know that if the kids aren't happy, then the mamas aren't happy. So let's look at the children first. Let's do it for the children, the little babies. Where's a good place to have a break time for the kids, right? If we're going to be watching the kids. So we're just going to shoot through these like the rest of this episode. Let's do, we'll start with Disney. Magic Kingdom. Pretty much any show. Country Bears, Tiki Room, even the Carousel of Progress. If you want to sit inside, cool off, I say go with that.
It's a good place to cool off.
Only downside to the Carousel of Progress is you can't leave.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, what, 15 minutes of just sitting down? You're forced to sit down. Also, PhilharMagic's a big hit as well with kids. Other places is the circus area. So that's going to be all the way in the back in Fantasyland. You got the Dumbo ride. The Dumbo Queue is like a giant playground for kids while they're waiting in line to do Dumbo.
There's benches.
There are benches for adults, and it's all air conditioned. So you can definitely utilize that. But also back there, you have
Casey Jr. Water Splash.
Yeah, Casey Jr. Water Splash, where you can, you and your kids, or at least just your kids, can cool off by running around through the water. And also, if you're looking for a something to do that's not a ride or waiting in a line that's free, you can go to Adventureland to play the Pirate Map game, which takes you around all of Adventureland. It's very fun, very cute, and I highly recommend it. Now, going over to Epcot, you have the Mission Space Playground, which is actually in the Mission Space gift shop. A lot of people don't know about it, so a lot of people don't utilize it, but if you ever get over there and can't find it, ask one of the cast members because they'll point it out and it's going to blow your mind. Another place you can go is Spaceship Earth's Exit, which has a lot of interactive games, which is kind of cute. The Figment Exit used to have a lot more. Now it has a couple of things, so you're more than welcome to check that out. The Seas Aquarium it's just a giant aquarium. You just look at all the sea animals, so that's always fun. And then you got Turtle Talk with Crush over there. If it is a hot day, go through the new Moana exhibit that's like right outside that has all the water splashing. That's always cute and fun. And if you're looking for something to do with the kids, once again, going around, trying to solve things, you can do Kid Cot. And do they still have the DuckTales thing? They might still have the DuckTales.
I think it's seasonal.
Okay. Check out to see if they have the DuckTales adventure where they basically send you place to place. It used to be Kim Possible at one point, and then it used to be something else.
Perry the Platypus.
Perry the Platypus, yes. And then, just ask about it and see if it's around when you're going. Moving on to Hollywood Studios. At Hollywood Studios, there is the Disney Junior Dance Party. If it's still at this point the Disney Junior Dance Party, it will be some kid interactive thing that keeps you out of the heat. Another thing is that there's plenty of shows there. So take your pick. Indiana Jones Stunt Show, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, if that's open.
That opens at the end of the month.
Oh, fantastic! So there you go. So you can always check out those. In Animal Kingdom, you have the animal trails. You can walk around there. Most of them are shaded, so that's, super nice. And then you also have Rafiki's Planet Watch, which you have to take a train to, but it's all within the park. And there you can see there's a petting zoo for your kids to, pet animals. They have a drawing animation class, which is fun. And then sometimes you can even see some... what are they called? Surgeries done or checkups for animals.
I don't know if your kids want to watch surgery, but...
Well, they gotta learn. They gotta learn sometime. But they also have plenty of shows there, too. The Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo.
You got and then, well, I mean, this is kind of a ride, but no, I guess not. The Zootopia thing should be open by then.
End of the year.
At the end of the year, which Nate already brought up. Going over to Disneyland on the West Coast, you have the Sleeping Beauty's castle you can walk through, Tom Sawyer Island, which is just a giant playground, the Tree House, if you don't mind going up and down, and then also in Toontown, you got Goofy's house, which Toontown used to be like a giant playground, but they got rid of a lot of stuff, I'm guessing liability reasons.
R.I.P. Donald's house.
Donald's house, which is a bouncy house, but then also Chippendale's ball pit and slide, which was cute. But anyways, also you have any of the shows there as well. And then now going to Disney's California Adventure. Disney's California Adventure, you have Pixar Pier. So, you have different games that you can play there. But they do have the ultimate playground. I would say it rivals Tom Sawyer Island in that it is the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, which this thing is like almost like summer camp. Like you're going into this forest and then you can climb things, you can, run over rope bridges. It's very cute. Highly recommend it, especially if your kids need to just, blow off steam. But if you're looking for anywhere with AC, I cannot recommend anything more than the Animation Academy, which is just walking into that building. It's just all the projection of concept art. It's just so pretty. It's so nice. You can just sit in there, relax.
So many people are in there sitting down.
They have Turtle Talk with Crush. They have the animation, how to draw different things. They teach you. They have a lot of different things in there. So that's a lot of fun. Now moving on to Universal. At Universal Studios Orlando, you got DreamWorks Land. Definitely utilize that. It's a lot of fun.
Playing in the swamp.
Islands of Adventure, you have Seuss Landing. But one thing that they also have at Islands of Adventure in the Jurassic Park area, if you go into the main Jurassic Park building, if you go down to the bottom floor, they have this whole like Jurassic Park. It's not really a play area, but you can like look through to see what a dinosaur can see, and then sometimes they have an egg hatching section, so that's fun. But now moving over to Epic Universe, the new one, Isle of Berk and Nintendo World. Check those areas out. They got a lot of fun stuff. So that's for the kid break time. If your kid just needs a little decompressing and just, not waiting in lines or eating sugar. And, and also, I guess this is a good time to point out that, the perks of staying on property, which is, or at least, within the area, is that if you ever do have to take a break in the middle of the day, you can always just go back to the resort for a little bit and then come back and then split your day in two. But that's enough about the kids. Who cares about the kids? Let's talk about mommies and mommy time. So, Shannon, I'm going to let you take this one. Tell us a little bit about mommy time.
All right, mommy time. What would I do? What should you do? Well, there's quite a few things, and we're going to break it down in some categories. Spas, massages. Get rid of the stress of your kids, your husband, your significant other, whoever. You can go to the spa at the Grand Floridian or Coronado Springs, the Dolphin Hotel, the Yacht Club, Animal Kingdom Lodge, and over in California, the Grand Californian also has a spa. Universal, they don't have any.
To be fair, they used to have one, I think, but it was like, I don't know, they just don't have it anymore.
Now, if you don't want to get a massage, because I understand that's expensive and your trip is already expensive, you could go to the poolside, have some sunbathing, maybe try to find a pool without children so you could really escape. If you go to Port Orleans Riverside, they have hammocks. You could rock in the hammock. But if you want a beachy sand area, you could go to Polynesian or the Grand Floridian. Now, the Polynesian definitely has more sandy-based areas, along with also having hammocks if you really want to be in a hammock. Now, you don't want to be outside because I understand the Florida heat, it can get to you. You could stay in the room, enjoy the AC, laying in bed. Again, no one bothering you. Dad has the kids, or mom has the kids, other mom, doesn't matter. You can get some room service. Disney doesn't offer a lot Only the Grand Floridian.
From my findings, it used to be offered more in different locations, but around COVID time, they kind of cut it all. And then the only one that came back was Grand Flow. So
spending a lot of money to stay there, you should get room service.
She's not wrong.
And in California, both the Disneyland Hotel and the Grand Californian Hotel offer in-room dining as well. Pixar Place offers where you can order food from select downtown Disney restaurants to be delivered to the lobby, but not to your room.
I'm not sure if the other two offer that as well.
So if you're staying there, you do have to make the short commute to the lobby. So if you really just don't want to do that, well, then you're not eating. There's 4 hotels in Universal Orlando that offer in-room service, which would be the Hard Rock Hotel, the Sapphire Falls Resort, the Royal Pacific Resort, and the Portofino Bay Hotel.
We're not sure about the new ones yet.
There hasn't been much about them yet because Epic hasn't really officially opened, just some previews. Now you have your own time. Dad, whoever has got the kids back at the resort, you don't want to be there. Well, there's some shopping districts you can go to. For Disney in the Florida parks, there is Disney Springs. It's like a huge outdoor mall, for a lack of a better term. And then there's also the Orlando Premium Outlets if you want to go a little bit off property. For California, there's just downtown Disney, basically just like Disney Springs. Universal, they have City Walk.
Both of them.
Oh yeah, both has City Walk.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to specific bars. If you want to dabble in the alcoholic beverages, I would say bars for the lack of a better term, because most of these are not like your typical, I'm going to a bar.
I hope not.
This is like a nicer kind of vibe.
Yeah, this is the mommy needs to relax and get her drink on.
And don't kill the vibe.
Yeah, but mind you, it could be alcoholic or it could be a mocktail. I'm sure all of these places have mocktails, and this is only a few highlighted bars. Every resort has themed bars. Like if you go to Polynesian, you could go to Trader Joe's. That's for 21.
Trader Sam's.
Trader Sam's.
You go to the grocery store.
Oh, I love that. That was brilliant.
Anywho.
Please keep that in.
You could go to Trader Sam's, where there is interactive things to keep you entertained, but also you can indulge. It's for 21 and older, so children can't come, even if they wanted to. But Wine Bar George is a good one in Disney Springs. The Enchanted Rose is a nice one at the Grand Floridian. And Bar Riva is at the Riviera Resort. Now, you need some sweetness. You need some oomph, add some sugar to the day. You can get some sweets. In Universal, there's Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium or Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts, those donuts are huge and has like a lot of toppings if you get one with a topping on it. And then in Disney Springs, there is Gideon's Bakehouse, which are like these crazy chocolate chip cookies. They also have seasonal cookies along with seasonal like coffee beverages. And then Amaret's Patisserie.
I love Amaret's. Oh, it's so good.
Now, Amaret's Patisserie has seasonal things as well, along with wine slushies and stuff like that. All of these things you can walk around Disney Springs with. Get it, and then walk around. Enjoy the heat.
And the thing I love about Amaret's is that they package everything in the cutest little boxes and the cutest little bags. So no matter what, you get a really cute little gift. And you can get little cakes. Oh, I love it so much. It's so good.
In Springs, there's also the Ganachery, which is chocolate everything. Pretty much. And then if you have some time and you want to have a seat somewhere and not just a quick grab and go, you can go to Beaches and Cream Soda Shop at the Beach Club Resort, where you could get the kitchen sink.
The kitchen sink.
I don't advise getting that for yourself because you will not finish it. I advise bringing your whole family for that one.
There you go, yeah. That's fun to do with the whole family.
Yes. So those are my recommendations if you're having time to yourself or not. But things that you can do to either get away or add a little bit more fun to your day that also distracts your kids.
Well, that was a fantastic list of all the things that moms can do for mom time when going to these major theme parks and resorts. But one thing I did notice that we didn't really talk about what to do if you are a mother inside one of the theme parks for a theme park day.
In the park.
Yep, exactly. So let me set the scene and you give me your response. So, Shannon, you're in the theme park. It's just you, your significant other, and your children. You're walking around, and then, suddenly, your significant other says, me and the kids are going to ride this ride. It's about a half an hour to an hour wait. So you're going to have that much time to yourself. What do you do with that time? Once again, you have a half an hour to an hour.
The possibilities are endless, but I just want to hear what you would do. So let's start park by park, okay? Magic Kingdom. We'll start there. Bam. You have 30 minutes to an hour. What do you do?
Well, it depends. If I'm feeling hungry, I would go and get a snack and sit on the hub grass, look at the castle, enjoy the ambiance, the music, and not be bothered. If I'm feeling like riding a ride that's easygoing, don't really have to pay attention to what's going on, relaxing, then I will be on the People Mover. Typically doesn't have a wait longer than like 10 minutes, so I still have plenty of time to ride it, and then maybe still go get a snack.
Those were great responses, and I also love the idea of just chilling on the People Mover. All right, let's go over to Epcot. 30 minutes to an hour. What do you do?
Well, I would be in the World Showcase because I'm sure my kids won't be amused to be there. So I would maybe go to the tea shop, sniff some perfume in the UK or France, enjoy some gelato in Italy, or some crepes in France. Or, since I'm already in the World Showcase, I could go over to Mexico, go inside the pyramid, and enjoy my 3 favorite birds.
You're going to name them now?
Panchito, Jose, and Donald.
Oh, very good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe get a margarita while you're over there, too.
Da, 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 da.
That's Fireball?
It's fine.
All right, so now let's go over to Hollywood Studios. What are we doing at Hollywood Studios?
If we're getting drinks, we're going to Baseline. That's right outside of Grand Avenue, over by the Muppets, soon to be R.I.P.
We could say Star Tours. It's over by Star Tours. Actually, it's connected to Sci-Fi.
Well, it is.
Not like it's
not
not related.
Like you could go through it.
Yeah, it's physically connected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I could go shopping at Pandora, which is going down Sunset Boulevard. Mm-hmm. Or you can get coffee. Coffee's good. Starbucks, it's what you know. It's what you love. It's what you can get anywhere. There's Joffrey's, a Disney World exclusive thing. Or you could go and get the cold brew from Katsaka Kettle in Galaxy's Edge that has Cocoa Puffs on top. And you can get it spiked or unspiked. Depends on the day that you're having.
Yeah, surprising variety of coffee in Hollywood Studios. Now let's go over to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, 30 minutes to an hour. What do you do?
So there's one thing that I always get when I go to Animal Kingdom. It doesn't matter what type of day I'm having. It doesn't matter if I'm with kids or I'm there by myself. I'm going to Harambe Market and I'm getting a watermelon lemonade. I don't know what it is, but it is something I always get every time I go.
Is it refreshing?
It is.
Oh, there you go.
Very refreshing. So I would get a watermelon lemonade, or I could swing by the Nomad Lounge and get a few drinks there, or walk through Pandora.
Yeah. See va co.
See va co.
All right, so now we're going over to the West Coast, Disneyland. What are we doing at Disneyland? 30 minutes to an hour. What do you do?
Beignets and a mint julep.
Okay, classic.
Yes. Also, fun fact, they just announced a cold brew at Disneyland that is beignet flavored. So I'd definitely be getting that. And then I would explore Main Street. Main Street has a special place in my heart, whether it's in Florida or California. I will be exploring. I love Main Street.
Well, and what's nice about the one in Disneyland is that every store is different. You have your Emporium, but then also the windows are really cool. The window displays. So that's always fun. All right. So California Adventure right across the street. What are we doing? 30 minutes to an hour.
We're going to Cars Land. We are walking through Cars Land, enjoying Cars Land, doing everything in Cars Land.
Correct.
Or you can go over to San Francisco and go on the bread tour.
Yeah, and what's also nice about Disneyland and DCA is that if you have a ticket, you are able to leave and go to downtown Disney, which is right connected. So if you do have 30 minutes to an hour, you can always feel free to explore that too.
I recommend going to Salt and Straw and getting some ice cream.
There you go. Let's go to Universal Studios. Okay, you're at Universal Studios Orlando. What are we doing?
I would walk through Central Park and get a coffee from the Today Cafe. Or if we're down at the other end of the park, I'd be walking through Diagon Alley and getting a butterbeer.
There you go. Always a classic stuff. All right, now what about Islands of Adventure? What are you doing?
If we're in Seuss Landing, I recommend the cotton candy that looks like the trees from the Lorax. Now, the cool thing about the cotton candy is you get to pick flavors and toppings. Now that I've talked about this, I probably should have made sure that they still do that. Because the last time I did it was prior to COVID. So I'm not 100% sure if they still do it. But it was really good. Or we could do some shopping, walk through the bazaar near the front of the park or wherever you are. You could walk through Hogsmeade.
There you go.
There's some shopping there too.
Yeah.
You got to get your Hogwarts gear.
All right, cool. Well, yeah. So that was a great insight from the resident mommy. Any last final departing words to mothers everywhere on this fine Mother's Day, that if they're planning on going to the park, what to keep in mind, what to think about, things to keep up their spirits if they start to get down?
Know your limits. Don't expect too much out of yourself. Do only what you know you can accomplish, and don't beat yourself for not accomplishing everything, because there's always future trips.
Very good. So this was the Mother's Day episode of Parkgoers Go. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully learned something. And if you have any other tidbits or advice as a mother when going into the parks, please let us know. And
we would love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your feedback. And otherwise, yeah, this is Parkgoers Go. And we'll see you at the parks. Happy Mother's Day.
We love ya.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Parkgoers Go. Catch our new episodes every Wednesday and catch up on our old episodes on Spotify. For any updates and new information about the theme parks or the podcast, follow us on Instagram at Parkgoers Go or visit our website at www.parkgoersgo.com. This episode was produced by Logan, Nathaniel, and Dustin, and edited by me, Dustin. Our theme song was created by John Riedel. You can follow Logan Nathaniel's theme park adventures on Instagram at Parkgoers. You can follow me at Mr. Parkgoer. If you'd like to reach out to us, visit our website and send a comment or a compliment or a critique, but not so much the critique. And until then, see you in the parks.